The apologies. We've received apologies from councillors Forst, Tweed, Bell and Thompson. Agenda item 2. Are there any declarations of interest for today's agenda? No? Agenda item 3 is the appointment of the chair.
I nominate Les Byron, please.
Nomination of Les Byron. Is that seconded? Is that agreed? Agreed.
Thank you. So now we're moving to the vice chair. Can I have, I will propose Councillor Penny and Councillor Roberts.
I'll second that. I'll second.
So that's dealt with that. So it comes to 5 minutes of the previous meeting, pages 5 to 10. Can I sign them as a correct record? I'll sign it in due course. Thank you. 6, membership of the authority. So the paperwork is before you. We are thanking councillors Byron, who can be actually, because it was confusing. Sue and Pat, who's left us. And we're welcoming back Councillor Makinson and Councillor O'Keefe. It's brand new to the authority, and you're very welcome. And there will be Councillor Bell, who will be joining us, but is unable to come today. As I say, we will thank and we will send a small memento of thanks and a letter to those outgoing members, and we will welcome new and returning members, brand new members, and everyone who comes here and spends some time with us and then comes off the authority goes away as an advocate and an ambassador for the fire service. The work that we do, our job is principally to provide food and rations, premises and so forth for our fantastic firefighters and all the other staff who keep Merseyside safe. That's our role, and the inspector think that we do it better than anyone else in the world. Well, the country, but the world. And thank you for those members outgoing and incoming. So we've got the list of members and the proportionalities. We have to report, we don't do that at this stage, the leading for the commissions.
No, I was doing that under the structure.
Okay. So then we've got, is there anything else on that item 6, to add in? If not, we've got 7 meeting dates, 24.
We just agreed to note the recommendations in that report.
Meeting date 24, 25, 25, 26. So a list of meeting dates is included in the agenda, and we'll send out a laminated card as usual in due course. These dates are always flexible, and sometimes, with general election coming and new government and one thing or another, there may be some change. But I would encourage all members to attend as many meetings as possible with a particular advert for the station visits. So, are there any other items on that one? Other than that, can I ask, is that agreed? Structure of the authority.
So, the structure of the authority is in accordance with the political proportionality, which is detailed in paragraph 3 of the report. You'll note that the Labour Party has the largest majority, but the second largest majority being that of the Liberal Democrats. Therefore, this year the opposition party is the Liberal Democrats, and I can confirm that Councillor Thompson will be the official opposition spokesperson. As part of a legal requirement, the authority needs to set a decision-making structure. The existing structure is detailed in paragraph 7 of the report, and it is recommended for this municipal year 24-25. We remain with our current structure, so that is As along with the full authority, we'll have policy and resources, community safety and protection, scrutiny committee and an audit committee, along with the joint fire and police committee, appeals and appointments, and member development engagement groups to meet as and when required. We're also asking for members to agree to the appointments to each committee in accordance with the structure. So the proposed structure is detailed within Appendix B of this report, along with determining who the chairs of each committee will be. Members are also asked to nominate lead members for the 5 different functions across the service: operational response, preparedness, prevention, protection, and people. It's not proposed that this role will attract an additional responsibility allowance, as we see it as more within the current role of members, and we want those lead members to feed back to the full authority throughout the year with functional plans. There are terms of reference for each committee within the Constitution, which is subject to another report. And it's just to make a note that there's also a local pension board that was established back in 2015 by the authority. And it was agreed as part of that membership, one of the employer representatives would be a member of the authority. So members are also asked to nominate a representative for the local pension board. Therefore, in accordance with the recommendations, members are asked to determine an appropriate decision-making structure for this year by determining which committees it wishes to establish, the number of voting members to be appointed to each committee, determine the number of seats on each committee to be allocated to each political group in accordance with political balance, determining that an alternate from the relevant political group already appointed to the authority can attend a committee in their absence, confirming members who are to be appointed to committees and which attract a special responsibility allowance in accordance with their relevant political group, confirming that members are to be appointed, who are to be appointed lead members, confirming who is to be appointed as the employer representative on the local pension board, and confirming that members of the Reformed and Democratic Services prior to any meeting if an alternative member is attending on their behalf. Happy to take any questions.
So thank you. A list of the matrix with members, and I assume members from the other parties, has been provided to you and will be published in the record. A list of the lead members, again, has been provided to you and can be published, and a list of those who will answer questions if necessary at the district councils has been provided. The local, if you ever need to do it, the local pension representative would be the chair, whoever it is, of the scrutiny committee. And that would be tracked into the constitution for future meetings as well. So that would become a function of the scrutiny committee, which is fine, because it's a pension scrutiny committee. I don't think we'll have meetings, and we're very complex in the technical nature. Does that cover all of the issues that you have? So here's the agenda item. Ria's read out the decisions to be made. The names that go into those places have been provided to the office. Would that decision be agreed by members? Thank you. So the next is the question of discharge of functions. And as I said, the names, the principal members of each authority, should they be asked the question by their own colleagues in their own council. And that list has been provided to you.
Yes, that's right.
And so it will be published, it's just the leading members of each authority. And that will be published in the minutes. And would that be agreeable? Approved conferences and outside meetings. We'll go through this in a little bit more detail. This is page 44. B, Northwest Employers. Relatively small amount of money, be a member for quite a considerable period of time. All authorities in the Northwest our members, it's not necessarily focused on the fire service, but given the low level of subscription, the recommendation is to continue membership. And Councillor Robertson will be our representative. That agreed, colleagues? Northwest.
I think we'll just skip ahead slightly. So we've got, prior to that, approved conference and outside meetings at agenda item number 10. Which is about members' presence at conferences and outside meetings to ensure that the authority is equipped and informed by local and national issues to enable them to make the best decisions before picking their decide. Previously been agreed that the attendance of conferences and outside meetings by representatives of the authority is approved by the chair of the authority, and it's requested that the members may be requested to attend to represent the authority if they have a specific role on the authority. It's recommended that members approve the attendance of conferences and outside meetings by representatives of the authority, and it's determined by the chair.
Okay, this has been within our constitution, so I turned over to the page. This has been within our constitution for some considerable time. We're part of the LGA. We're at a pivotal time in history, new government, and it seems to be best to stick with what we've got and to stay with the existing structure. People are nominated into these bodies in various ways, but the recommendation is approve the attendance, and if there's any additional, there used to be a lot of conferences, there used to be a lot of outside meetings, but through the times of austerity and so forth, it all got savings, it all came with savings. So would that be agreeable, colleagues?
If you do attend any conferences, and you have to be called because we used to say that it's always be beneficial.
The main thing, yes, that's fine. The main thing with the attendance and participation, so we reduce the feedback. So agreed. So 11 is, it's a very old one, this one, meeting with national political parties and conferences. It has to be across the piece. We've had this facility available but haven't used it for a very large number of years. Recommended that we just keep the facility within the terms of reference, and if we need to utilise it, I will speak to the other party leaders about what's going to but just really for the time being as a facility. So agree. So now we're back to where we were, appointment of members type sections. So as Northwest employers, as I said, £2,736. Would that be agreed? Northwest Fire and Rescue, I'll go through this in Northwest Fire and Rescue Advisory Forum. This is non-cost, doesn't really meet, but chair and vice chairs, should it meet? Over COVID, it's one of those things that just fell foul to COVID. And Manchester pulled out as well. It became rather complicated. But if it starts up again, that's the facility that we've got. Agreed? Association Metropolitan, again, no cost implication. It's a chair-led situation. Doesn't meet, hasn't met in 18 years. Used to meet so as not to cause any cost in the margins of the fire conference. But with the way things have been, money being short, things being cut back, the idea of lobbying metropolitan authorities all fell by the wayside. But again, should it come back again, should there be any need for metropolitan authorities to lobby separately, it should be kept in as a facility. I agree. Now the growth platform here, this is a function, this is part of the combined authority. as a subscription at this time of 4,700. I think it used to be connected to the Learning and Skills Council. Then it was overtaken by the combined authority. There will be a report to the meeting on the 26th about a request from the combined authority for us to take on an additional associate status. I'm not going to go through it all now because there will be a report to the 26th. One of the things we want to know is whether it will be more expensive than the £4,700, which is outlined here, what the implication of that is, and I've really going to try and capture some of this information. Some of it is a little vague, and I think it is an evolving relationship with a newly invigorated combined authority. So we should be right in there. The economic development and the coordination of issues politically across the society is vital for what we do as a fire authority. But obviously, we want to know how much it's going to cost us and what the implications are for members and for staff. So members are asked to confirm membership of the growth platform and the subscription of £4,700 at the time being. Is that agreed? And that will, the LGA, our membership of the LGA, will continue with the LGA. I've got already said that. And the membership of that and the structure that we have, the nomination structure, which is for the fire commission. Do you agree? 13 is to capture the members' allowance payments for the years 23-24. These are a statutory assembly of information published both on the website and any of the press that would like to carry it. It's given there for information, statutory thing. Any questions related to that? If not, can that grid of information be agreed? Thank you. Next is a decision for the coming year, the year we're entering now. This is the scheme of allowances that will apply in this next year. Taking a decision that we made some time ago, we've inflated the standard the indices that we use. All that information is provided in the paper. We have to review the current scheme of allowances. The recommendation is we make those changes. It's highlighted on page 53 in the section 2 there. Any questions relating to the new scheme of allowances? Would that be agreed? So, thank you. That's recommendation on page 53, 54, agreed. So the next is tracking changes under 15 to the MFRA constitution. Ria, we'll go through
Each year and throughout the year, actually, the constitution is reviewed to ensure it is relevant for our purposes. This year, the constitution reviewed with some minor typographical changes in part 1 and part 2 of the constitution, which largely dealt with the introductory issues. Part 3 relates to the chair's and members' rights and duties, as well as the functions, and again, updated references were amended. For example, the movement to the community risk management plan instead of the integrated risk management plan, and I noticed there were some references to rapid reviews when it should be testing finished, so I've tidied up really thoughtfully. Part 4 involves contract standing orders. There's been no proposed changes to contract standing orders. However, we are aware later on this year there's going to be legislative changes in regards to procurement. We will be bringing the constitution back again in October to reflect those changes. And in regards to the financial regulations, it's proposed to make an amendment to the value of environment. It needs to be reported to members, increasing the value from £50,000 to £75,000. And just to reassure members, that value of £50,000 hasn't been amended for a substantial period of time, well over 15 years. So this is just more of a change to reflect change in cost of living and inflation. Part 5 consists of the members' code of conduct and protocol. That hasn't been amended, that remains the same as we've agreed locally across the region, with the only addition of our core code of ethics, which has been over some time now. Let's take any questions.
Are there any questions for the, on these track changes? They're mostly discipline through the next games. So the recommendations are on page 53, under 2, and there's quite a few there, but they're only minor track change amendments. No questions. Would the recommendations under 2 be agreed? Agreed. So that's the AGM agenda. Thank you for that. I'm looking forward to a busy year. Dates, 26th of June, authority meeting. 27th of June, TDA opening. 2nd of July, we've got some station visits. And we sent information about which stations are to be visited. Our 50th, moving into our 51st year, we'll be opening on the 27th, the TDA. The new fire station in Long Lane has already opened and active. Great addition to our resources. A number of members went around the TDA, which is just about finished now, it's being used. And it's a fantastic, it really is. Great opportunity where we can get members to go around there and have a look at this. This is a facility that will keep Merseyside safe for generations and generations ahead. And that's what we're about. There will be a formal opening. There will then be, once we have a new fire minister, there will be an opening of the national resilience element of that building. So there's an awful lot going on.